right, let's talk about something really tough. Have you ever been in that spot where you know a relationship is bad for you, but walking away feels, well, just impossible? It's this incredibly painful, confusing feeling. So today, we're going to unpack the psychology behind why we get so stuck, and, this is the important part, how to finally break free.
So, let's just dive right into it. We're going to start with that big central question, the one that I'm sure a lot of you have asked yourselves. I mean, that's really what it feels like, isn't it? It's not just that you're losing another person. No, it feels like you're losing a fundamental piece of your own identity. Like a part of you is literally being cut off. And here's the kicker, the part that makes it so confusing. You feel this way even when you know the person is toxic. Your brain is screaming, get out, this is bad for you. But your heart, your emotions, they just won't let go. It feels completely impossible. And that contradiction, that's exactly what we're gonna get to the bottom of.
Okay, so where does that feeling of being completely torn apart actually come from? Well, there's a psychological reason for it, a really powerful concept. It's called the fantasy bond. Now, what is a fantasy bond? It's an emotional defense mechanism. And that's the key here, it's a defense mechanism. It's this feeling that you and your partner aren't two separate people anymore, but you've become this single connected unit. Your mind basically creates this illusion of being fused together as a way to cope with deep emotional pain or fear. Let's look at it this way. In a healthy relationship, you have two separate individuals, right? Two whole people who choose to be together, but they still have their own distinct identities. But in a fantasy bond, those boundaries just dissolve. It's like the two of you have merged into a single unit. And that is why leaving feels so impossible. It doesn't feel like you're just breaking up with someone, it feels like you are literally breaking yourself in two. Now this is where things get really dangerous, because that internal feeling, that fantasy bond, well, unfortunately, it creates a massive vulnerability. It basically hands a toxic partner, a manipulator, a powerful weapon to use against you.
See, this internal bond gives master manipulators a huge advantage because you feel so deeply connected, so merged, they can exploit that feeling. I mean, think about it. They don't need physical chains when they have these kinds of psychological ones. And the scary part is, they often get this instinctively. Even if you don't understand what's happening, they do, and they use it as their #1 tool for control. And they use it to pull you right back into their circle over and over again. Every single time you try to leave, every time you try to get some distance, what do? They pull on that feeling of oneness. They'll say or do things that remind you of that bond, that make you feel totally lost and incomplete without them. It makes a clean break feel completely impossible. And make no mistake, it is absolutely a deliberate strategy.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's heavy stuff, I know. But here's the most important part. How do you actually break free from this? The really good news is that there is a way out. There's a clear, expert-backed path to healing. And it really comes down to two key steps to reclaim your identity. Step 1, you have to cut off all contact, all of it. And step 2, you use something called expressive writing. Now, I know that might sound almost too simple, but trust me, the psychological impact of these two things is absolutely profound. So let's talk about why these steps actually work. First, cutting off contact. This isn't about being mean or cruel. This is about survival. It literally starves the manipulator of their power over you. You're severing that connection they use to keep pulling you back in. You're cutting those psychological puppet strings. And then there's the expressive writing, like journaling. This is the internal work. This is how you start to rediscover your individual thoughts and feelings. It forces you to hear your own voice again, to untangle your thoughts from theirs, and to remember who you are, all on your own, outside of that. Because in the end, healing isn't about trying to erase the we. It's all about rediscovering the you. That's the real goal. It's about finding your own voice, your own thoughts, and your own life again, separate and completely whole.
Thanks for watching Psych Reboot. Take a breath, reset your mind, and I'll see you in the next one.